YouTube? Sign here, back with another video. And on today's video,
this is a top 5 issues with Zenless Zone Zero.
we're going to be talking about a couple of issues in Zenless Zone Zero. At the time of recording this video, it is maintenance time, and version 1.1 is going live in a couple of hours. And what better time than to talk about the game when you can.
So I will be adding to the context of this. I try to make sure the videos I watch are a little bit recent. This is 6 days ago. So just keeping in the context of this that there is some changes to this that have been done.
And I'll play the game. So on today's video, we're going to talk about the issues I've seen in the game, things I want to see change or adjusted to make things a little bit smoother for the community. Keep in mind, I'm looking for all feedback. Tell me what you think about the game right now. We all know Zenless Zone Zero was not a perfect game, and it's not.
I think the game is in a state where things aren't perfect, but things still have potential to be better. I think the game is about a 6 or a 7, but it could be an 8 or a 9.
A perfect game by any means. So there's going to be issues that we all have as a community other than the TV mode. Yes, some people love it, some people hate it. Let's not talk about that.
So since then, TV modes have been reduced significantly with the new modes. But as I've said before, I think that the TVs are just not utilized properly. And I think the big thing that we're skipping is if you remove TVs, you have to make maps within quests a little bit more explorable and a little bit more fleshed out. Right now, the fight in first small square, walk down hallway, fight in large square is redundant, and it just feels like you're fighting training dummies. Fight small mob, fight big mob is redundant. And that's not me saying for general games, for gacha games. I'm putting this in the context of gacha games. My solution is for this is very simple. It's not complex at all. What you do is, if you consider every zone, every chapter like a map, consider it like a map, okay? So what I'm saying is, it is possible to have a map that uses the same zone, but has different areas within it to explore. In the sense it makes full piece of the puzzle. But right now, all it is it's basically the level 1 area. Except for the first time you play the level 1 area, you spawn here. The second time you play it, you spawn here. Third time you spawn here. And it only changes in direction of what you do. There's nothing additional to explore. There's no things to find. And basically it's the same mobs. They need to have more explorable areas within these maps. And it is very possible to do that and it can still be linear within the game. But right now there's just no explorable areas that are worth exploring. And so I think that's the biggest problem right now. With the subtraction of TVs, that's where that conversation started, by the way.
Going to avoid that one in particular. But let's talk about other subjects that we can see improvement in the game so that we can come together as a community. I know that Hoyoverse does watch a couple of these videos, so hopefully they can take the feedback that we give as a community and make the adjustments as we've seen earlier. If you didn't know, 1.1 and 1.2 data in terms of changes was announced way earlier than any other patch I've seen in any of the Hoyoverse games like Genshin.
They did announce these early.
Star Rail, they announced it months ahead of time. So in terms of 1.2, we do know that eventually we're going to have the ability to change out Bell and Wise with any of the other characters. Example being like Ellen or whatever.
This is good, but I think in addition to this, what I would like to see is not just appearances of characters for trust events, but where you can have sort of faction houses where you can see characters or enter in areas or buildings where you can see the other characters. Like if I'm playing as Su Yuan, I can enter the police station. If I'm playing as the maids, I can enter in like a sort of a housing area. Sort of like how Wise and Bell have. So you can like see and like choose areas that you want to stay in case you don't want to necessarily do the video store. It would be cool if they had just like the video store, sort of like an occupation, like the maids. The maids, for example, they can tidy up areas in their zone. So like so that would be cool if they had like associated jobs as well. But that would be my thing of like, yes, this is a good idea. Let's improve it.
However, another thing that they plan on changing is that they're going to allow us the freedom to finally change the timer in the game, so we're not stuck.
I hate the time system. I hate it so much. Remove it. Like just, oh my God. I get having things that are allowed in certain times, but why do gacha games so badly want to make things like time restricted? And then they immediately take it away. It seems like so many gacha games do it, and then like they remove it almost immediately after implementing it. So it's like, why are we not learning?
To doing one change a day. Thank God, that's very annoying. They're going to change the way that we get access to agent training mode and give us more accessibility so that we can get into that quicker and have more features for that mode. Because in this game, I do recommend people doing training mode. It is very important if you want to get into the better control of your character and understand the ins and out of what they can and cannot do. But that's the stuff that we know is coming for 1.2. I'm trying to see what they're going to
more in-depth tutorials is always a W. Always a
do
W.
for 1.3 and onwards. So let's get into the first major issue in this game that I feel is still an issue, and that's going to be resources. So
yep, we talked about it. We've beaten this like a dead horse. Resource bottleneck, as Mr. Pokey has said, has been the single worst thing about the game right now. And if you don't think so, I have a 2-word phrase that will make you rethink that, and that is drive disks. Enough said. I don't even got to mention all the other things. It's resource bottleneck. Resource bottleneck. I'm skipping it. I don't like. I've said it so often.
And talk about the game, so you got to get my honest opinions. And we're going to talk about Hollow Zero. Okay, so Hollow Zero weeklies. Hey, future sign here, and apparently this section is now invalid. It originally was going to be a section of me ranting about how 5 Hollow Zero runs is actually ridiculous, but apparently they noticed that it was a little bit much, and they adjusted it to 2 for their weeklies now, which is great. So therefore, it lost all purpose. Now, you might ask me, shouldn't I have known this earlier because I did play the beta? Well, most of the time, I kind of just focused purely on testing the characters. I don't do like dailies and stuff, so I didn't really think about it. But going future, I will be looking at that just so I can make sure things are as accurate as possible when I make these videos. Sorry about that. The next issue is going to pertain to another issue about having another life. Overfill. Plenty of times so far, I'm at work and I get a ding on my phone. Oh, you're at maximum energy. I'm like, God darn it. And it's not like it's gonna go into another bucket.
Yeah, I think that's something that they're fixing, right? I think they're gonna have maybe that was Weathering Waves. If it was Weathering Waves, I think that was like a easy W. Basically, for those of you who don't know, stamina fills, and once it hits max, you're basically not working to gain stamina. Like right now, his is 31 out of 240, so he's gaining it. Once it's 240 out of 240, you're no longer getting it. The only exception to that case is whenever you drink the coffee, you can go over max. So you always want to be at least at 239, you know? but that's not always possible. So I think having banked resources is always a good idea.
Bucket or anything. Nah, that's not happening. I'm stuck at 240 until I get off my job. And is it a big deal? Not really, but it would be nice. Like, we're doing quality of life. Other games already have it. You
Especially
might as well
with the
follow
resource
trend
bottleneck
at this point. Because even though these games are like a hub, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin, and Zenless, now that they have their own launcher, it's like a hub. The game should be in unison. We should not have a good future in Honkai Star Rail that we don't have in Zenless. Genshin, it's its own beast.
How do you get your thing like this? This is so cool. I want my menu to be this.
At this point, they don't like y'all. So we're not going to talk about Genshin. But Honkai Star Rail has it. Can we get it in Zenless, please? Thank you.
Dang, he's 52? Jeez, I'm struggling to get to 36 right now. Whew.
This next one's going to be partner characters. So partner characters. This is what the point of having a friend list. You have a friend list to look at your other characters, your other friends, see what they're building, see how their team's looking, and to use their partners. Why? Because you cannot build up all these characters because one boss weekly, one map. The materials take forever to level up a character. It would
Dude is strung out. I don't know. Is dude okay?
be nice that I can use somebody else's character because I'm leveling up these other
This is the great thing in Honkai Star Rail where you can share characters, especially for you're doing your dailies and stuff like that, where you can just share somebody's character and like easily clear daily content. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to clear daily content super easy. Why not allow people to share their max level Ellen? You know, like why not do that? So 100% agree. This is a great concept, and it's silly that they haven't done it yet.
two that take forever. So it would be nice in the farming stages, like the expert challenges, the
Exactly.
What's
Exactly.
the routine cleanup? This, even the combat training, it would be nice to have the option to use a friend character to make their friend list, worth having in the game, other than Snake.
I don't think I've had a single friend in this game.
Sorry about the rant. I'm gonna keep going. Next one, multiplayer.
No, it's a good one. It's a good thing, and I think that games like this, like, you don't have to throw in co-op. Like, it's not necessarily to do that at all, or not necessarily to do that at all. But I think that having shared resources, especially because it is so difficult to build a secondary team and secondary characters, it can be so costly. It is really nice to just have one part of your daily routine just reduced, especially when you're in maintenance mode in these games.
It was in the game in the beta. What happened? Y'all deleted it, bro. I still haven't played multiplayer. I didn't play it in the beta. They removed it from the final game. Can I just play with someone else? Is that too much? I don't want to play Snake. I don't want to play Doggy Down. I don't know the name of it, but whatever it's called. I want to play with people. I want to use my character and watch.
Oh, like the arcades? Yeah, it's silly that there's just like AI. Yeah, it seems like it's like, why am I trying to be competitive for this? That's silly. I'm like top 5% in the arcades. I enjoy doing them. Like, when I start playing, I usually start with the arcades. But yeah, more games and make it actual multiplayer. Because they're fun.
Their character get tackled by the boss while I'm over there shooting from afar. Is that too much to ask for?
Oh, he means actual multiplayer in game. I don't know if I need that right now. I don't think that's necessary. Like co-op for that kind of stuff. No. For like dailies and stuff like that, like simple stuff, sure. But like hard level content, I don't know.
It's just, I know they announced that they're going to focus on multiplayer in the future.
Repatch drops soon. That's right. War Within release. Yeah, I'll probably be ending stream soon just to kind of watch my favorite streamer play, to be honest.
But I would take the boss weekly back again just for shits and giggles. It doesn't have to be a challenge. I just want to watch other people die or get beat up. It would be fun and entertaining and something different. And games thrive with community. And when you have something that can bring the
I will say spectate mode and stuff like that is never necessary, but it is great for content creation, and that's always cool. So that's just my thought.
It's more fun and a more fulfilling experience when you can play with
Especially
other
for like
people.
competitions and stuff like that.
Please add it back. Thank you. And this last one, this is just irks me. It really does irk me, and it irks me a ton. Overkill. Oh my God. How many times you see this one enemy with a small little sliver of health taking a full combo from a maxed out Ellen? What? Bro, it should have died from her basic attack. The first one. Why am I doing 3 hits, throwing my spear around, flinging it, and he's still alive? That don't make no sense, especially when he has no health from the first combo. Bro, what? Yo, that is blowing my mind.
Yeah, I will say sometimes these bars, the meters, it doesn't necessarily line up. At least this is just like a subjective thing. It's an opinion thing. I don't think it's necessarily lying, but just visually it looks off. Like it'll take a while for it. It'll be like all this red, and then it'll like take a little while for it to drain, and then it'll die. And I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Or like it'll be like, say it'll be like midway, and then it'll take forever for it to clear out, and then it'll disappear. It doesn't feel like it's doing as much. So
it's so annoying because in a time-based game, this little enemy just has his health exasperate, and it's like 10 times what it really is.
Dude is unhinged.
I don't know if that's just me, but oh my God, just remove it, please. If it's for cinematics, oh, it looks cool to finish him with the final hit. Do it for the final enemy and pause the timer. But other than that, it should not be in the game. It's annoying. Okay, that's my TED Talks. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I covered many topics in the game that I would like to see changed. Did I put a lot of emotion into it? Yes. Why? Because I care and I'm passionate. Hopefully you enjoy.
Good video, a lot of good points. I think his best point for sure was the resource bottlenecking. I think it's definitely the worst aspect, but one that he talked about that I think wasn't talked about in other situations was the or in other videos I've seen is like overfill. And yeah, I think that's a really great point. It's a lot of really good points. Personally, I think the worst of it being the resource bottlenecking. There doesn't leave a lot of room for experimentation when there is not enough resources to actually level up or try out other characters. And I'm not just saying for other pulls. I'm saying I have these characters. I have maybe I have their W engines. Maybe I have the Bang Boo that would work with their team comp, but I can't level them up at all because that would take from resources from my main team, and it's just not worth it. Great video. If you agree, if there's a point where you think could be improved or something you think is affecting the game negatively, I'd love to see it in the comments. Give the video a like and subscribe to the YouTube page while you're at it to get notifications of when our content goes up. And of course, follow the Twitch page to see this content live and discuss these topics with us live, because we do frequently have them both live in our Twitch streams as well as our Discord page. If you would like to sign up for our Discord and be a part of our gacha community and just talk about gacha news, as well as if you would like to suggest any videos for me to react to and discuss to live on stream and for our future YouTube videos. But until next time, I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.